Hello, welcome back to a new clarinet lesson. In this video, we will work on Johann Stamitz Clarinet Concerto No. 3 in B-flat major, and together we will explore the beauties and intricacies of this beautiful piece. The Clarinet Concerto No. 3 is a beautiful example of a piece composed during the classical period. Written in the key of B-flat major, it showcases the clarinet's agility, versatility, and expressive possibilities. Today, we'll focus on the first movement of the concerto, which is in a fast and lively tempo. Johann Stamitz was a renowned composer and violinist of the mid-18th century. He was an influential figure in the development of symphony and instrumental music. His Clarinet Concerto is a significant work that highlights the clarinet's emerging properties as a solo instrument in that period. The first movement of the Stamitz Concerto follows the typical fast-slow-fast structure of the classical concerto. It consists of three main sections: the exposition, the development, and the recapitulation. As we approach this concerto, there are a few technical aspects to keep in mind. Firstly, pay attention to your finger mobility and accuracy, especially during rapid passages and trills. Additionally, work to achieve a beautiful and controlled tone throughout the concerto, on the various registers on the clarinet. These will help bring out the melodic lines and expressiveness to the music. When it comes to musical interpretation, it's essential to emphasize the contrast between the lyrical and virtuosistic sections of the concerto. Be attentive to the dynamics, the tempo, the phrasing, and the articulation marked on the score. The objective is to create a sense of dialogue between the clarinet and the orchestra, showcasing the expressive possibilities of our instrument. To help you on your practice, let's discuss a few performance tips. What you have to do is to break down the concerto into smaller sections and work on them individually, before gradually starting piecing them together. Start at a slow tempo, ensuring accuracy and control, and gradually increase the speed as you become more comfortable. Also, take note of any challenging passages and isolate them for focused practice. Now, let's move to a brief demonstration of the key passages of the concerto. I'll perform selected sections, highlighting important technical and musical elements. Follow along with the sheet music and listen attentively to the interpretation. As you can see, at the beginning of the piece, we have to play legato as well as staccato in many parts. What we have to keep in mind is that when we are playing songs from the classical era, the clarinet is expected to be really soft and gentle, as well as a joyous instrument. The first part will play something like this. The clarinet, as well as a soft sound, must also be really joyful when playing this kind of music. Going on, we can find on the piece a lot of fast passages, such as this. Or what we need to focus on while playing these fast passages is the articulation. The articulation needs to be really clear. At the same time, it's not specifically asked that we play staccato, but playing staccato will give more clarity to our notes. As you can notice, in this kind of passages there is a repetition. The repetition needs to be played louder the first time and softer the second time. This is the typical interpretation of music from the classical or Baroque era. When we play the triplets at the end of the page, it's important to mark them with our tongue. In this fashion. As we go to the second page, we can notice how the music becomes more intimate. The theme is not as joyful as the first page. We need to play it with a more mellow and kinda sad tone. Starting at the letter K on the second page, we can see how the articulation becomes increasingly faster. We have to play with a clear technique and highlighting every single note of the melody. Going forward, after the letter K, we have this passage at the bar 155, in which the theme becomes more aggressive on a harmonic minor and sounds, it needs to sound a little more dark. Going forward, we assist a repetition of the first theme of the beginning of the movement. But starting from the letter O, we have the last variation of the theme. This is a typical kind of passage we can find in practically every composition from the classical or Baroque era for clarinet. One famous example is the Clarinet Concerto of Mozart. In this case, starting from O, we have to play it on the middle upper register. What we need to focus on is that every note is clear and we don't have to squeak while playing the change to the fixated note. In this case, it's G. I'll play it for you. What I do when I need to study this kind of passage, I try to focus on what is the real melody here. As we can see, there is a repetition of the note G. So the melody is comprised of the notes that moves around this G. So playing without the G, the melody will sound something like this. This is a way to understand what we should play, and then we just need to add the practicing slowly. We just need to add the note G. So. These passages are not the easiest thing to do, but when you understand how to practice them, they become really easy, and they are really important to understand, because in the classical and Baroque period, these passages are really common, as we said before. Finally, at the last page of the first movement, we have the cadenza. A cadenza is a passage in which the musician were asked to improvise. The improvisation on classical and Baroque and Romantic era is lost to time, because as for today, in music schools you don't practice how to improvise on classical music. So the cadenza is usually written, as in this case. You can play the cadenza kind of freely. You can choose the speed and you can choose also how to phrase the notes in the cadenza, but usually it's played with a kind of attention to fluidity. The cadenza is a moment in which the technical and lyrical aspects of the song come together, and the musician is, we can say, free to express it in the way he thinks is best. I'll show you. Okay, this concludes our lesson on the first movement of Stamitz's Concerto for Clarinet Orchestra. Now that you gained more insight about the concerto, remember to practice it regularly, paying attention to the technical details and expressing the music with passion and musicality. I hope this lesson has inspired you to explore and appreciate this wonderful concerto. Thank you for joining me in this clarinet lesson. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment below if you have any questions. Stay tuned for more lessons and repertoire explorations. Happy practicing, and until next time, keep making beautiful music.